Greetings again, our listeners, our viewers all over the world. Blessings from the Nations Evangelistic Ministry here in Kenema. Today again, I have this wonderful couple, Mr. and Mrs. Fortune, Reverend and Elder Fortune, by the special grace of God. Remember, we have been talking to you on 10 golden secrets of marriage. These are secrets, these are golden secrets, these are very essential, indispensable things that you need to know if you are to enjoy in your marriage home. So we are here today again by the special grace of God. Maybe quickly I'll go through what we have covered, but you can go back to the our YouTube channel or Facebook pages and then get the rest of it there. But when we started, we said that, every marriage or everyone you marry, has a weakness. That was why we said that every partner you marry to has a weakness. Okay, and then number two, we say everyone you marry has a dark report, a dark history, a dark ministry, etc., etc. So we also say number three, that every marriage has its own challenges. Every marriage has its own challenges. Of course, everyone. That was number three. And number four, we say every marriage has different levels of success. Every marriage, no marriage has the same, or all marriages do not have the same level of success. No, we can all not succeed at the same time, at the same level, in everything. And number five, we say to marry is to declare war, because once you get married, there are battles to fight. Okay, number six, the last one we handle last, we say there is no perfect marriage. That was our last topic. There's no perfect marriage at all. So that is it. But you can go back to our YouTube channel and then get the rest of it. The details are all there. Today we want to go straight. We want to discuss number 7. Emomi, I want to come to you.
Yes, sir.
Number 7. God cannot give you a complete person you deserve. God cannot give you a complete person you deserve. So I want to throw that question to Mommy so that she can throw light on it. What does that mean?
Thank you very much, man of God. Of course, that statement is very, very perfect. God cannot give you the complete partner you desire. Why? Because every human being has faults or whatever. And I take marriage to be like an unfinished house. Yeah, marital relationship is like unfinished building. When you enter into marriage, you have entered into an unfinished building, wherein you will finish that building the way you want it. Or raw material, you process it to what you want it to become.
Wow.
Yeah, that is why we are saying that God cannot give you the complete partner that you desire. Everybody has faults. You see, when you enter into marriage, this human being is not 100% perfect. Only angels. Any human being born of a woman is never complete. But when you are in relationship with him or her, it's an assignment for you. It is an unfinished building. You have to put things in order. You have to make sure you complete this building where you are, and shape it the way you want it to be.
Now, listeners or viewers, if you follow our last video, we said that every home has a homework. If you don't do your homework, home will not work. So to me, this is an extension of that series, okay? That God does not give you a complete person that you desire. It means that everyone that comes to you, everyone that comes your way or comes into your life has something to be worked on. So God will not give you a, Mommy said, like building a house or an unfinished building, that you have a lot of things to do. And sometimes to finish a building is even more difficult than to start it.
Yeah.
So sometimes the parents, they have done their own, but then to complete it, to wall height and roofing, finishing and furnishing. So that let's hear you on this.
Yes, that is very true. You see, God does not give you a complete person. Yes, that God has from the beginning of the earth. God had always desired to work with human beings. God always wants to do plays his own part. You play your part, God plays his own part. And like Amami said, God will not give you a complete person. He gives you the person in the form of raw material. When you have raw material, you have to process it, and what you want out of it is what you are going to work on to get out of it. You see, that is how it is. Because when you have a complete person, what do you have to do? You relax. But that's why we say marriage it is homework. You have work to do, and that is that kind of thing. And this one, we say you have raw material. You have to work it out. What you want out of it is what you try to get out. And that's why it says that what you want your partner to be it. Like, for instance, I want my partner to be honest. I have to be honest. I want my partner to be social. I must be social. It is my socialization that will now affect my partner to be able to be magnetized to my own. So that is how it is. Whatever you want your partner to be, you be it.
So let me come in, Daddy. I don't know, maybe Mommy, you are the woman, you may have to say something about this. Let's name some of the areas. For example, you married to a woman, or you are married to somebody, let's say a woman who doesn't know how to cook. So how are you going to complete that assignment? How are you going to complete, if it's a project, how are you going to complete that?
Well, sometimes if you are less busy, you as the husband, you need to visit the kitchen. Or when the woman prepares your meal, if there's any mistake, you will not correct that mistake in anger or with malice. Do it in love. Please, I don't like too much salt. Do not add too much salt to my soup. Or the rice was not cooked properly. So that next time she will know how to do it better. But if you want to correct somebody's mistake, and you yourself, you don't know how to prepare food, how are you going to correct him or correct her?
So that is even the problem, that you are the man, you do not know how to cook, the woman does not know how to cook. So can we create a classroom where, because normally women will not also want this, can we bring somebody in the home who knows how to cook and let the woman learn from the person how to cook? Does that work?
Yeah, not in every case is man of God. Because if you bring somebody, let's say an experienced somebody to come and cook for your husband, if that husband is not spiritually inclined, maybe temptation will take place and maybe he will not be able to overcome that temptation, and so there will be problem. I believe. Which temptation? Like you say, the husband. So
you women are afraid that this person that is coming to teach the woman how to cook,
maybe she will come and
might end up to take over the home.
Yes.
Because whatever enters your stomach,
is very important.
Controls your.
The easiest way to a man's heart.
That is why you need to get somebody that is spiritually inclined, like the godparents. If that godparent is a child of God, maybe you will explain this thing to her. My wife is like this, my wife is like that. Maybe she will drop the wife closer to herself. So be teaching her.
Or let her go for vacation, or go to a vocational institution where they can teach her how to cook basic things. Daddy, what about you are married to a person that doesn't know how to dress? Let's say you are the man, you do not know how to dress. You wear the red socks, you have the blue shirt, you have the green t-shirt, and then you have the mauve cap, and then you have white spectacle, and then you have yellow handkerchief, all of that. So everything is like a masquerade. How can you correct?
I will do that. I will do that simply by correcting the person, telling the person exactly this is what matches with this. When you wear black, you can put on white or black shoe. You put on a white shirt or whatever it is. So it's a black black goes with many colors, in this kind of way. But one thing, when you are doing these corrections, you are dealing with human beings, you have to do it in love and with love. If not, if you do it, there is an aspect of provocation in it, or you do it, in a humiliating way. Your partner will always, you will not get him or her to do what you want to do. So you have to correct. When the person feels that your wife or your husband feels that you're correcting in love, and you are talking also with love, to correct him or her, he or she will easily bow down, will be interested in these things, and then will have the desire to follow up, to change as you are doing. But you must be the change also. You cannot tell him or her, you don't color, this is how you do, and then you mix colors yourself. And then when she talks, it's not because you are teaching her, you or him, you will have to do the things which you want her to change from. You must change yourself. Do it. Whatever, as we say, whatever you want your partner.
Set a pace.
So, yes, set
for him or her to
be
follow.
A pace setter. Yes.
Let me come here.
Yes, ma'am.
For the day of our marriage, our godparents, our godmother told us, say, Johannes, Susan is supposed to be your mirror, your dressing mirror. When she looks at you and says, this is not correct, don't wear this, don't argue. Susan, Johannes is your dressing mirror. If you dress and he condemns it, don't be annoyed. Take correction from each other. Okay. And we have been doing that. My husband used to wear shirt and put this collar. It's like that.
The olden days style.
I used to be very annoyed with him. I said, but put this, you are not a how do they call it? Rasta period. Put it. I always used to put the collar down like this.
And the collar is finally down for many years now.
Dress like a gentleman. Okay. You are not an apprentice.
So viewers, that is it. Drop us your comment. Let's hear, what do you have to say about it? That God does not give you a complete person, a complete partner. In other words, a partner where you do not have anything to do. No, every partner you get married to is your assignment. If the person does not know how to cook, that's your assignment. The person does not know how to dress, does not know how to speak well, or does not even know how to communicate well, does not know how to eat well, does not even know how to sleep, maybe does not know how to mix or how to handle the night hours. All of those things call for education. So it means actually that the home is a permanent classroom where you will never graduate. There's nothing like final year until death do us part. So that is what we have to learn, and you have to be open. We have to be humble enough to learn from one another. Be patient with one another at the same time, because it's a process. It's not automatic. It's not like bam kind of thing. No, you have to really wait. You have to be patient with one another, and then encourage or help the other person at least to learn, so that the two can match perfectly until you become synonymously parallel. Walk hand in hand, and then you see that the home will be a sweet place to be.
Yes, man of God. I remember my psychology teacher, educational psychology teacher, told me that home is the first agent of education. For you to be able to do anything, where it has to start from the home. And what happened one day, because this home was not a perfect example, it was not a good example, the husband and wife will always quarrel, you telling the wife good for nothing, and then the wife will say this man is a bastard pikin. The child grows in that home and hearing this thing. When the child went to school, the headmaster, they asked the child, what is your mother's name? He says, my mother's name is bastard pikin.
Because he or she has been hearing the father calling the mother bastard pikin, or a bastard, we say. So the children copy a lot lot of things from the
Yes.
home, and they believe the parents so much because we are the first teacher, we are their first classroom. So whatever they hear from us, that's what they believe and that's what they practice and that's what becomes part of their life. Okay, so viewers, that is it. We are going straight to the second, but that's number 8. We are going straight to number 8, and number 8 says to marry is to take a risk. To marry is to take a risk. How risky is that risk?
Well, it is risky because you are marrying somebody. You have not stayed with that person for long. You just meet on lovely basis. You meet on, so you don't know really what is embedded in that person's life. What is that life like? You say, I will. You get involved in that person for life. Sometimes without investigating, you invest yourself in the person. And that is a relationship for life. So that is how you take a risk.
So it's a risk.
A risk
Because you don't know the person.
You don't know the person. You don't know the person inside out. You will say you know the person, but
Let me come to that. What were you thinking when you were taking this risk?
well, I just felt the love. The love is the one that prepared me.
You just love her.
Because
her beauty, her appearance.
Yes, there is a content in me that connected, that was magnetized to our own content. And that is how it was. I was even some of my friends or some other distant relative told me, why is the distance? Why we have many sisters here in our Queen Bond? Why do you have to go
from
Babandre? They say Babandre.
And then you left Bond district, you came to Matridio, even came to Bo and crossed Kenema and went to Kaila. Hey, that was a risky.
They say Babandre. It's that kind of thing. Is it but because
but she's still a risky now.
No,
are you still risky?
No.
Okay, you are no longer risky. Now you know her. You are very confident.
Minimized.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Was it a risk for you? To see this guy come from France with this afro here, and then women all over, they were falling for him and all of that.
It's a long story.
So, but was it
I
risk?
never predicted how this marriage would be. And when you are getting married to a partner, you will not predict how the partner will become in the future. For example, so we had a case. Somebody was complaining that when he married to his wife, the wife was 54 kilogram. The weight. But after some time now, after the lady has given birth to 2-3 children, she became like an elephant on the bed. Big. I mean, that was very uncomfortable.
Very difficult to manipulate.
Yeah, because he said, well, this is the woman that I got married to. That woman was so slim, smart, very, but now look at her belly, look at her. She has become like an elephant. You see, he never knew that was going to take place in the life of the wife.
So what were you thinking of, Mobi, when this young man by then told you, I'm going to ask your hand in marriage, or you are going to be my life partner?
I took that risk. Because, but look, this man, I don't even know his people, I don't know his character, I don't know the background there. He's asking my hand in marriage. I said, let me take this risk. I said,
but before the risk, you loved him, you just fell in love.
I didn't love him actually. With the afro. What? Somebody introduced him to me. When we are in college, both teachers' college. At the time of Padomina. So this lady came, Susan, this man is a very serious man, he's a quiet man, he's well-mannered, I praise him. She praised him so much that, it pricks my heart. I said, okay, let me just
take the risk.
I went and introduced him to the uncle that I was staying with. Then the wife said, you don't see no other man. Now this you see. And this same wife told the brother, Janice, you come up, but why did you go for a Kailan? It was a risk. But when I took that risk, I have never been disappointed. Never mind.
Wow.
And the fact that from the beginning, although we are not born again, but he feared God, and he loved God up to today.
And also loved you.
And loved me
And
also,
also.
and I love him too.
Wow. So viewers, that is it. Before she became Mrs. Fortune, she was first Miss Risky. It was from the risk point of life, point of view, that she finally decided, or both of them finally decided, you know what, even though this is a risk. Now, the reason why we are saying to get married is a risk. You are taking a risk because you never know the outcome. You never know the outcome. And so many people, we have what we call marital shock. So many people have gone into homes and they are just shocked, you know, they have never recovered from the shock they went into, because you don't know what this person will come. Now, even in terms of anatomy and physiology, okay, you get married to somebody, let's say this person is what we call an ectomorph, okay, and then the person ends up to become a mesomorph, or you know, an endomorph. All of those heavy weights, all of those things, it's risky. You don't know. You might marry this person, their eyes are very sharp, and then you end up being blind. Because it's possible that sickness can come. The person may end up being blind, the person may end up losing hairs, handicap, maybe one leg is gone, one hand is gone,
switch job,
the person may lose the job, may lose many things. Maybe the house may be gone, the car's gone, the good job gone, even the good name gone. So anything can come in between. So it's a risk because you don't know. We are never born together, you know, maybe by the same parent. Sometimes you are not even born in the same place. Sometimes you are not of the same culture. The tastes are different, appetites are different, interests different, dreams are different. So many things are different. So coming together to say, yes, I will deny your parent, I deny my parent, we come together and stay in a place we call home is really risky, because many have even lost their life. There are wives that have killed husbands. There are husbands that have killed wives.
Yeah.
So it's a risky thing. Okay, what if you come and your interest is to have children and no child? There are no children. It's risky. What can you do? Are you going to stay in a childless home forever? It's risky. So these are all the different aspects of things we are looking at when we say to get married to anybody in this world, no matter how rich or poor, educated or illiterate they are, is always a risk. It's always very risky. Okay, but you can drop us your comment. Let's know what you think of it. Do you think it's a risk? Have you taken the risk? How risky is your own risk? Okay, or are you about to take the risk? Then remember, if you are not doing anything about relationship, then just know that no matter who you want to get married to is a risk. Okay, so let's go straight to our next point, and we are saying our next point is that marriage is not a contract. Marriage is not a contract, it is permanent. Very heavy.
Yes.
Marriage is not a contract, it is permanent. That is.
In fact, I will go further to say marriage is a covenant relationship. It's a covenant relationship that brings together the husband, the wife, and then God.
Wow.
You cannot always you cannot see God visibly in it, but it's there visibly. So that is why we say the husband and wife are the variables. They can change, in this relationship, but when God is the invariable partner in this relationship, and being invariable, He is faithful and remains constant. Man of God, the Bible tells us in Malachi 3:6, it says, God says, I am the Jehovah, I am the Lord, I cannot change, I change not. So God, in this matter, is the invariable, He cannot change. But husband and wife, they are those that are variables, and so they can go, they can change, and that's why by demonstration we take the 3 fire stones, and when we take 3 fire stones to say God is the first fire stone, then the husband, the wife. When the husband decides to quit this relationship, the pot can burn on one side. And if the wife decides to quit this relationship, the wife can quit the relationship, and then the pot now can come and complete, almost bend to the ground. But God will never leave that thing. God will never quit. And that's how He holds a marriage. When you get married, God, the husband and wife may decide at different times because of conditions and situations. They may decide to leave, but God will never leave. God will always hold the marriage. It doesn't leave it go. That is why when people are married, even when the husband, when they are not together, they will always call Mrs. John, Mrs. Tucker. You know, even when they are not together, because God does not let go. So
and the purpose of the relationship is permanent.
Yes.
You know, sometimes in our wedding we say, for better, for what? Are you ready to take this person as your lawful wedded husband or lawful wedded wife? You know, to hold, to cherish, to this, to that, forsaking all others, you know, and cling together as you both may live till death do you part. And we all say, yes, I will. So, mommy, let's talk about marriage not being a contract, but a permanent, a covenantly permanent.
Marriage is total commitment. Total commitment. You will not marry for any selfish reason. That marriage will not stand. You have to be committed to this marriage, to the vow you have taken, so that the marriage will last for a very long time until death do you part.
So no way to break.
No way. There's no way.
Once you are in it.
When you say yes, meaning yes.
Okay.
Don't marry because the man has money or the wife is coming from a very wealthy home. When that reason is failed, definitely that marriage will scrap.
Okay.
So we need commitment, total commitment in our marriage.
So viewers, let's hear your take on this again, that once you are married, marriage should be a permanent thing, covenantally permanent, even though there are people who have got married, divorced, remarried and divorced, but the original intent of God, the original plan of God is for us to get married and stay in that relationship for the rest of our life. It is due to human stubbornness and our stiff-neckedness, you know, that people can get married and divorce, remarry and divorce, and all. But originally, primarily, it was not so in the beginning. Even Moses said that in the scripture. And remember, we are handling all of this from a Christian point of view. So we are encouraging our viewers, if you are married, do everything for that marriage to stay. It's not a contract. It's not like 3 months, 4 months, or 5 years, or when there are no children, when there's no money. If you are not getting the house, if you are not getting this, I am out of it. You know, if you are a Mrs., you are Mrs. forever. If you are a Mr., you are Mr. in that home forever. Okay? Before our time runs out, we want to talk quickly about every marriage has a price to pay. What have you paid, Reverend?
I have paid a lot because I, just like we are saying, you do not know who you are going to meet, and whatever it is you have to. And that's why we say we define marriage as marriage is what you cannot live. I mean, what you can in marriage, what you cannot live with, you accept it. Marriage, you accept what you cannot change. You cannot change. So these are prices to pay. You know, you have she has a, for instance, I was very gamesome. I can play football. I like it, you know. And then we came together. She doesn't like that. And then what happens is that I have to, you know, let go my interest in football.
So that you have your baby.
I have to die. I have to die to football. Entertainment. I have to die to that. And that's how we say again, marriage is a relationship. It's a relationship between two people alive and are dead at the same time. So I became dead to my own passion.
So you have to let go a lot of things for you to keep the relationship.
To keep the relationship.
Mommy, let's come to you.
It's a marriage is like
what have you paid for this relationship?
Patience.
Patience is one.
Love.
Wow.
Obedience. Pay respect.
Wow.
For instance, if this man wants to talk to me, no matter, even if I have something in my heart, I have to look at him, ask him. As he said, Mommy, I will stand.
I will not even ask him because I've been around you for long. I know what you say is true.
What he wants to tell me. I've never answered him for my back. No. I give that respect because I know that he is my head and I need to submit myself to him.
God bless you. Give me a high five. You know, this is very
What
important.
about me,
Yes, yeah, give me a high five too. No need to jealous. You know, viewer, this is very, very important. What we really, really want you or want to impress your heart is that there is no free love.
Really.
There is no free love. God, as powerful as He is, said, "For God so loved the world that He gave." And God is our absolute standard.
Yes.
He is the one we copy. He is our original. There is nothing like free love, nothing like free marriage. If you think you can go into a relationship with a woman or with a man and you have nothing to give up or you have nothing to surrender, you have nothing to give, you are joking. You are not really prepared to get settled as a married man or a married woman, because every relationship will take something from you.
Yes.
Every relationship is like a vision. It's like building a house. You may lose you have to spend money, you have to spend energy, you have to spend effort, you have to let go many things. Okay, just like Christ left heaven and came, He sacrificed His integrity, dignity, and personality for our sake, for our salvation. The same thing happens in our marriage homes. You have to let go many things. Sometimes you have to let go friends. You have to let go even money. Maybe you are a stingy kind of guy, stingy men association. You have to let go your money. Okay, you have to let go your ego. So people are very egoistic. You are pompous. You are authoritarian. You are bossy in the home. You have to let those things go. Maybe the woman, you are also proud. You are rude. You are arrogant. These things have to go. They have to give way. Those are the prices you pay. When we say there is no free love, we are not talking about commercial love where you pay a woman and have sex with her. No, that's not what we are talking about. But we are talking about sincere, genuine Christian home, Christian marriage. There is always a price that you, the man, or you, the woman, both of you have prices to pay. Until you pay that price, you will not enjoy what is meant to be enjoyed in that home. Everyone has a price to pay. Okay, so we want everybody to understand that there is no free love. Can we even say that together to our listener? Let's watch it to the camera and say that to them. There is no free love. Okay? Yes, for me, Stephen added a capital letter.
I will say so. Please, let me say something. I had our great mentor, Daddy Adeboye. One time he was teaching, I picked up that thing interestingly. He said, nothing goes for nothing.
Nothing goes for nothing.
Nothing goes
from Papa Adeboye.
Yes, nothing goes for nothing. And when you analyze it, even when we are sitting here, it's not for nothing we are here. It's not for nothing we are here. We want our listeners to hear what we are saying and correct themselves and have good hope. That is our interest.
Yes.
That is what motivates us to be here. So that means nothing goes for nothing. Jesus came from heaven to earth to do what? You know, He did not come for nothing. He came here for something. You know, we say, for God so loved the world, and then He gave. What did He give? Because of His love. Nothing goes for nothing.
Okay.
When we want something, you must give something for that thing that you want.
In fact, it is widely said that you can give without love.
Yes.
But you will never love without giving. If you truly love, something is going to leave you. Something is going to, go back to reciprocate that love. So,
And love without love is a failure.
yeah. So you love, you give. You can give without love, but you will never love without giving. Okay.
One thing I want to advise my sisters, listeners that are looking at us, one thing I want to tell you is that the best thing you can give your partner is peace. Please let us give our husbands peace.
Peace.
Peace is the umpire.
Women, you hear that? Give us
let us give them peace.
Husbands, what do we give them? We also give them peace.
Love.
We give them love. So women, give us respect. Give us honor.
Humility.
I think for me, it's talking about giving. You know, we now use agricultural term. You say we plant.
Okay.
You know, you plant peace or you plant. You know,
love,
it is said you women should submit to your own husband. The submission means giving submission. Now give submission to your husband, and the submission will mechanize and then grow. When it grows, it flowers, it comes, when it's coming back, it comes not alone, just like when you plant a seed. You plant a seed and the seed grows, it multiplies, and then gives you several seeds. So when you plant, when you plant a submission in the life of a husband, now when it is harvested, now it gives you, the husband gives you love, gives you submission also, gives you understanding, gives you harmony, gives you peace. So gives you
really, and so you men also give us love.
Yes.
When you plant, when you sow love into our life, that love will germinate. It will grow
becomes many things.
And produce respect. It will produce peace, kindness, caring. Just give us love.
No problem.
Give us all that will give you respect.
Okay, viewers, that is how we are going to bring down the curtain of this program. It has been so wonderful here at the Nations Evangelistic Ministry headquarters in Kenema, Sierra Leone, West Africa. I have been with Reverend and Elder Fortune. These people are wonderful. As you continue to follow our post, our video, and you have to learn. You are going to learn a lot of things, and I believe honestly, it should be like a therapeutic community for all our viewers. It will bring healing. It will bring strength, encouragement, direction to you, especially those, whether you are married or not. This is a healing session for every one of us. So I want to say thank you for watching. Drop us your comment, like, share our videos as we come back to you in our next broadcast. Thank you very much. God bless you. Of course, I am Evangelist J.M.B. Jumbo, founder and general overseer of the Nations Evangelistic Ministry, based here in Kenema, Sierra Leone, West Africa. Till we see you in our next broadcast, we want to say to you today that there is no love without giving. Thank you. God bless you.
Domina wo Yesu Kenya moye eno